Hi, I'm Mujeeb Emami. I'm a PhD candidate at Zhongnan University of Economics and Law in Wuhan, China. I would like to briefly comment on my paper entitled Diversity in the Formulation of Fair and Equitable Treatment in International Investment Agreements, which was recently published in the volume 14, number 1 of the Journal of East Asia and International Law. So the paper basically wants to know which formulations of Equity best serve the interests of both states as well as investors. In doing so, the paper first will have an overview of the general categorization of Equity in international investment agreements. Subsequently, the paper will discuss the most controversial formulation of Equity standard, namely Equity as a standalone clause and Equity linked to MSC under customary international law. The paper will also analyze the most recent approaches, Equity approaches in international investment agreements. Here, the paper finds that there is a dichotomy in drafting approaches of Equity. On one hand, a larger group of international investment agreements, they have opted to draft their Equity clauses, linking it to MST under customary international law, including or requiring denial of justice. On the other hand, a smaller group of international investment agreements, and they have formulated Equity clauses in the form of the so-called closed list or exhaustive list approach, where a number of state obligations have been subsumed under the Equity clause. Both of these approaches recently have gained prominence, although the approach where Equity is linked to MST, including requiring denial of justice, is the prevalent one, and more countries have chosen that one. However, the closed list approach or the exhaustive list approach is also being praised for bringing clarity and certainty in the Equity standard. At the end, I would like to thank Journal of East Asia and International Law for providing this opportunity of publication. Particularly, I would like to also thank the editor-in-chief and other prominent international scholars for their constructive and wonderful comments in the process of the revision of this paper. Thank you.